it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and go.
It's a fumble. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. It's Cheek. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, if they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, Dave.
Well, they do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, though.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
Good right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So here comes the Auburn offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, he leads it with the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. And off from the shotgun. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Cheek. Looking left. It's complete. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Flushed out of the pocket. Slings it downfield. He's got it. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. second and long. They'll leave it with him. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Lets it fly. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free and fourth down is coming up. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Alabama was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen over the years. Roll Tide, sure, but this one
breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. On the run, it's Carney. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Plows through the defense. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. The lead is down to a field goal. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try to get it into the end zone this time. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it. Came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback.
Looking for a deep man. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Cheek. Skips away from pressure. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
The give on the option. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Hauls it in. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Now the play fake. Got his man on the right. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Running back searching for a hole. Got a little space. He's loose on the right. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Auburn!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He goes out of bounds at the 40 after an excellent return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And now this offense will take the field again. Power football with the run. Turning it on. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Caught in the backfield, it's Cantrell. Guided out of bounds, they'll mark him down at the 14.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU! Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
There ain't no doubt. He can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football. But you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this cat.
So here comes the Auburn offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. And the Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Right back to him on the ground. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd. Looking to scramble. Crosses the 45. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Avery. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Complete. There he goes. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Using the quick game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the extra point was good. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. With the catch, it's Cantrell. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's exactly why this linebacker has to stay on the field every single down, because he's so good in space. He's good against jet sweeps. He's good against bubble screens. And he can race outside and get receivers down on the ground quickly.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Lining up from the 34 on first down. To the air. It's Cheek. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner. But right now they want to stop on third down. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Cantrell. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Bring in the heat. It's complete to the right. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Snap in the shotgun. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
The play-action fake. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Got his man to the left. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on it.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Auburn! They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
On the move from inside his spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Cantrell.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Looking to fire. The quick out. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Time to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in the rhythm, and I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Catches it at the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He's got great speed. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Pulls it in. It's Cantrell. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Give to the back. Makes his man miss.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pocket breaking down. He'll blow it down. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
Well, it's one on offense, you're trying to run the ball and get that established so you can work the bootleg off of that with your quarterback, but just nothing going there. The defense was in good position. The QB just didn't have enough speed to really hurt the defense on that.
He's going to take off. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on third down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, His scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Carney. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Fires to the big fella. What about that move to pick up a few extra yards to the 35? And the Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Right back to the well. Breaks into the open. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Finds the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Behind the chains now on second and long. Gives it on the option. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off play action. Caught behind the line. It's Avery. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
From the gun on third down. Got it!
And they get the completion, and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's fourth down. And that made it more manageable, but obviously the clock is not as important as making sure you get this fourth down conversion.
Going for the marker on the ground. Touchdown, Tiger! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Gives it on the option. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Lost, the defense is wide open. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First down here for the offense. It's a draw. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He lobs one high down the left side. It's an extended inside the 10. Touchdown, Auburn. They've got the lead here in the 4th. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Aubie with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Give to the running back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
3rd down play from the gun. Under fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Avery. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Trying play action. They're working that left side. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Tigers are marching down the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Going to swing it on second down. Quickly complete. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want it.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth.
Touchdown, Tigers. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He's got it inside the 30. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Quickly complete. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Throws for the tight end. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. the handoff. It's Parker. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. The running back has it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on! Smashes through the tackle. They get him out of bounds and maybe save a score. He gets it to the 49-yard line. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation